Hey everyone, welcome to KTAL News Now. I'm your host, Anthony Mocklin, and today I'm joined by a very special guest who is here to talk with us about the Renesting Project as well as Project for Awesome. And with me is Executive Director for the Renesting Project, Emily Jo Manchester Sandin. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to be here.
So could you tell our viewers a little bit about who you are and what you do with the Renesting Project?
Yeah, so like Anthony said, my name's Emily Jo. I'm the Executive Director of Renesting Project. I started there in 2017 and am now the Executive Director. I'm very, very excited about that trajectory. I love renesting. I couldn't leave after my internship, and here I am. But Renesting Project is a nonprofit furniture bank. So our mission is to gather and distribute gently used furniture and household items for those in need here in Northwest Louisiana. And we do that by partnering with over 60 nonprofit agencies, clinics, churches, people who are already providing a tremendous amount of service and help to those here in Northwest Louisiana. And then those agencies refer clients to us, and we're able to furnish the dwellings of people who have maybe experienced homelessness or been displaced due to violence or natural disasters, young people aging out of foster care, just people in general who might need a hand up in a hard time.
And when it comes to the Project for Awesome, could you tell us a little bit about what that is and y'all's involvement this year?
Yeah, for sure. So when I talk about Project for Awesome, I try to always ask people, have you heard of John or Hank Green? Yeah, okay. So they are YouTubers and science educators and authors and just do a lot of stuff on the internet. They kind of describe themselves in a lot of different ways. But back in 2007, they created something called the Foundation to Decrease World Suck, a foundation that helps raise awareness and funds for organizations around the world that are doing things to alleviate human suffering and things that just suck, like poverty and illness and hunger and all like clean water, all kinds of different things that kind of suck about being human, unfortunately. But the foundation created an event called the Project for Awesome, during which organizations all over the world submit videos, or people submit videos on behalf of organizations. And then the community at large, Nerdfighteria, as they call themselves, vote on different videos. And the top 30 most voted for organizations receive an unrestricted grant from the Foundation to Decrease World Suck. And what that unrestricted piece means is that the organization themselves can spend it on whatever they need it most. So for us, that might be warehouse rent or buying mattresses or paying for diesel for our box truck to go out and pick up furniture or whatever cost it is at that time. So the $30,000 unrestricted grant, I say 30,000 because that's been the approximate grant size for the organization in past years. I've gone off on a little bit of a tangent, but essentially the Project for Awesome is a video competition, sort of, where people will vote for organizations to potentially help us win a grant. So what we're asking the community to do is vote for our video. Pretty straightforward.
And I know last year, you said it takes place all over the world with all kinds of different places. As far as local organizations go, last year, y'all were like the only one that was competing. So. Is it the same this year? Do you know?
As far as I know, we are the only local, like Northwest Louisiana organization that's participating. And if I'm wrong, please let me know. But to my knowledge, we're the only local organization participating. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. We are the only ones from Northwest Louisiana participating. We submitted our video on the 8th. Voting opened on the 10th and is open until the 18th of February. So you'll just visit projectforawesome.com. You'll search for Renesting and click Vote for Charity. In an effort to make things a little more fair and cut down on bots and things like that, they are asking for email addresses this year just to verify you're a real person. What will happen is you'll click Vote for Charity. You'll put in your email address. They'll email you a link. You'll click that link, and then you'll be able to actually vote once you sign in. You don't have to create a password or an account or anything like that. They just need an email address to verify you're a real person, and it's one vote per email address. So we're asking you to use your email address to vote for Renesting, and we could win up to $30,000 unrestricted to spend on what we need most for our community.
And what would it mean for the Renesting Project to win a grant of that size?
Well, first of all, as a huge fan of John and Hank Green myself, I would just be extremely excited that they would know what I'm doing in my little corner of the world. That's just me being a fangirl. But for Renesting, an unrestricted grant of that size is a couple months of expenses, right? So that's warehouse rent, that's our electric bill, that's our water bill, that's diesel in the truck, that helps costs for our insurance, our auto insurance, our liability insurance. The things that cost money A lot of people forget that nonprofits are businesses. Businesses have expenses to run. The difference between a nonprofit and a for-profit business is that if we have a great year and we raise a lot more money than we need to spend that year, we just keep it in the coffers and we're able to spend it on our program the following year, right? That profit isn't distributed among our staff or our volunteers. We spend it on our clients. So the more money we can raise, the bigger our program can be, the bigger our impact can be in Northwest Louisiana. And we're just so excited for the opportunity to raise awareness, even if we don't win, right? If we're not in that top 30 organizations, I got the chance to talk about Renesting today, all over KTAL. So I'm pretty excited about that opportunity. And this is such a small ask, right? When we ask for donations, we know that it can be hard. We know that there are so many things happening in people's lives where they may not be able to give financially in that moment. But I just need a few minutes of your time and a few clicks of your finger or your mouse. So we're really just hoping that the incredible power of Northwest Louisiana can be shown in this little project for Awesome that we're participating in.
What has it meant for the project to have that type of community support to help them throughout this?
We are totally community powered, right? So we are volunteer powered. It's myself and 2 other staff members that run our program. And then our board is all volunteers. The people who are cleaning and pulling the furniture for our clients are volunteers. We truly believe in partnership. Like I said, our clients come to us through partnership with over 60 agencies. We cannot operate alone in a vacuum. We need people to donate furniture. We need people to attend our events and help us fundraise. We need people to vote on videos to raise awareness and for a chance to win that unrestricted grant. Partnership is such a big part of who we are, and we try to give back in every way that we can. We share donations with organizations if there are things that we can't use. I personally, and I know my staff do the same, try to attend events of other organizations, raise awareness for what they're doing. If those operations aren't working right and they can't refer clients to us, then we can't provide the help that we need to help. So being a part of this and just remembering that partnership is such an important part of Renesting and community in general, right? Nobody can change the world alone. Hank Green has said that, and he's one of the organizers for the Project for Awesome. It's just so amazing to me to think about what we can do collectively, the power of being organized and working towards a common goal, no matter what that goal is, right? So at Renesting, our goal is to make sure that everybody in Northwest Louisiana can function with dignity in their dwellings, right, with the things they need to do that. And we can't do that alone. We need everybody's help.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking time to be here.
Thank you so much for having me today. I appreciate it.
And we'll have all of that information and more on our website at ktalnews.com, which is where you can get all of your local, breaking, and trending news stories. But for now, I'm Anthony Mocklin. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you for joining us.